Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, licensed in all 50 states. So happy that you're here for this title because this is a big one. The 4% rule is dead. You know the one where your advisor goes, oh, if you just keep the money in the portfolio and let me manage it, we'll just peel off 4% and you'll that. That's garbage. It's over. Game over. Bah! And I'm going to factually tell you why after this music. All right, so as you know, you probably know, you've done your homework on Stan the Annuity Man. You're saying, wait, where did he come from? It's like he's from the planet Mars, the planet Annuitum, right? No, I'm not. I was at Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter, Payne Weber, UBS. I'll do that fast. Morgan Stanley, Payne Weber, UBS, Dean Witter, right? All those firms. And when I was there managing, I was a master of the universe, managing stocks and bonds and all that stuff. What was taught to us then was the 4% rule. And the 4% rule was, you don't have to buy an annuity. You just keep it in stocks and bonds and ETFs and all that stuff, and you just peel off the 4%, and you're always going to have money. All right, then 1987 hit, and you're like, that hurt. Okay, 4% rule hurt because you had to take 4% off that money that just went down. And then, 2008, same thing. So the 4% rule, there's been some holes shot into it, but the reason that your master of the universe still hangs on to the 4% rule is because it allows them to not buy an annuity, not transfer risk, not lock in a contractual guarantee, and manage the money, and they get paid a fee on it. There's nothing wrong with that, except for the 4% rule has been shot down. And let me tell you why it's been shot down. It's not just shot down by me, Stan the Annuity Man, shotgun, shot it down. No. It's shot down by academics, smart people, the people with the ascots and the smoke and the pipe, those guys. Who were those guys? Well, on a recent podcast that I did, and yes, I do have a podcast in addition to this YouTube channel. I have a podcast called Fun with Annuities. It's a weekly podcast, and I have celebrity guest host on. And recently, I had one on that just shot the 4% rule down, with a double-barreled shotgun. And his name is Pfau. And Pfau, if you don't know who that is, his last name is Pfau. He's a smart dude, doctorate of economics at Princeton. He's written a ton of stuff on retirement planning and is a contrarian. What I like about Wade is he takes the information that's kind of out there, and he goes, well, okay, I like that, but let me dig in further. Let me see if that works. Now, when he was on my podcast, and I said, well, what was the fork in the road moment for you, Wade? Like, what made you kind of be passionate about the retirement income space and talking to people about retirement planning? And it was the 4% rule. He was doing research in Japan. Listen, man, this dude is really smart. Mad smart. He is the real deal. So when he weighs in on something, he's not just weighing in from emotion. He's weighing in on facts and research. And what he found out was the 4% rule, when you're looking at Asia and European markets, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's something that was really pre-global markets. Now, he does a very good job of explaining that in his books. He's written 3 or 4 books that are fantastic of explaining why the 4% rule doesn't work, but it doesn't work anymore because when it was kind of first put out there, it was put out there for the North American type markets. It wasn't put out there for global markets when you have a global asset allocated portfolio. It just doesn't work. And he'll just tell you, he'll tell you the facts why, and you can read his books why, but what I want you to do is understand that you can't hang on to that rule anymore. And if an advisor or master of the universe or wealth architect tells you, well, we're just going to use the 4% rule, then they're not up on things. They don't listen to my podcast. They don't read Pfau. They don't look at the research. And the research says that's dead. Now, if that's dead, Stan the Annuity Man, what's replacing that? What's replacing that? And Wade will say this as well, and he doesn't sell anything. He's just the smart guy in the room. Believe me. It's annuities for income flooring. Remember we talk about income floor? I've said this a million times. If this is your first time watching me, the income floor is the amount of money that's hitting your bank account every single month, regardless of what happens. It's a pension if you're so fortunate. It's the other annuity that everyone owns called Social Security. It's dividend income. It's homes, the rental home income, that type of thing. And then annuities for lifetime income that fills in that income floor. That's what's replacing the 4% rule. Now, if you're out there going, well, that's crap. That sounds like a sales pitch, Stan. I mean, you're just trying to sell annuities. No. I'm the top guy out here, yes, because we sell them when they're appropriate and suitable, but I'm just telling you fact. And here's the other fact. If you fill in that income floor, so let's just say, for example, your income floor, you need to bring in $5,000 per month, period. Listen, we're not talking about inflation right now, even though you own the best inflation annuity on the planet called Social Security. But you need that $5,000 per month. And let's just say you have $3,500 between, dividend income, pension, Social Security. And you need $1,500 a month in addition to that for you and your spouse for it to cover those expenses. Then you reverse engineer a quote using my calculators at theannuityman.com to reverse engineer, shop all carriers to fill in that $1,500 a month gap. Okay, great. Why is that important? I'll tell you why that's important. When you have your income floor in place, and that's in place, and it's going to hit your bank account every single month, guess what happens? You become a better investor. Your stocks, your bonds, your ETFs, your crypto, whatever you're doing on your non-income floor side, you're going to be a better investor because you don't have to disrupt that side to take money out to make up for that income floor. If the income floor is in place, you're a better investor. Wade Pfau goes one more step, though, and this is going to blow your head off. It's not me saying it. It's the smart guy in the room saying it. And when he said it on my recent podcast and he wrote a book on it, I was like, whoa, that's a pretty good idea. What he says, in addition to the income floor, and you put that in there for lifetime income, you have your Social Security, your annuity, your dividend income, whatever that is, that income floor, and you're managing this asset over here, non-annuity assets for growth, you're going to be a better money manager of your own, or the person managing your money will be better. But Wade also says, look at setting up a reverse mortgage or a line of credit on your home. Stop. I need you to listen to me. You need to do that because if you need additional money, you can take it from there for the income floor instead of taking it from your investments. If you're over the age of 62, Wade Pfau says do that. Have that money available in case you need it to fill in a gap and not disrupt your investments. Think outside the box. Go listen to that podcast with Wade. It's fantastic. Go read his books. It's fantastic. Annuities aren't the solve-all, cure-all for everything. When I'm talking about your finances and I'm bringing in experts on my podcast, we're talking about the overall look at your portfolio, the overall look at markets, the overall look at interest rates on decisions you need to make. The 4% rule is officially dead. I can do my eulogy right now. I'll do that right now. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Stan the Annuity Man. The 4% rule, it's been a good run for them. It's been a good run for the 4%. But officially, we're going to have to bury the 4% rule. After I give my little eulogy here, we'll have the choir sing. And the choir will sing on the 4% rule. It's been good to a lot of people. But right now, it's dead. Everything has its run, but everything, has its run to a point where we have to bury it. And at this point, we're going to bury it. So thank you for joining us, everybody. The 4% rule is dead. Okay, I'm back. Now, everyone, they were moved to tears. I was tearing up a little bit too because the 4% rule is dead and it's so sad. But they wanted to hear the choir. So I'm going to do you know how the choir does where they don't really sing and they do like the ah, and everybody files out of the church. Ah, that's it. 4% rule's dead. That's the Stan the Annuity Man choir singing it. Thanks to Wade Pfau for officially shooting down the 4% rule so that you can now think a little bit outside the box and maybe include annuities into that income floor, maybe include that reverse mortgage or that home equity line into that income floor, and you're thinking outside the box with some of the smartest people on the planet. Hey, thanks for joining me. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man video.